Greetings everyone. This is your spiritual consultant, your Shad'Oracle, MadamShadO, here in the Shadow Gallery with the Hellpaw as per usual. I was trying to cut this off. Shit. If you'd like to book a private session, purchase a live pool, or donate to me the Hellpaws of the show in general, you may do so at my website, www.MadamShadO.com, or via PayPal or Cash App directly to MadamShadO. There is no W in Shad'O ever. If you put a W in Shad'O, not supposed where your money goes or your money ends up. As per usual, love me, like me, share me, subscribe to me, turn notifications on so you know when I go live. Join me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Big O, and TikTok. If you're on Big O, buy me some of my tag loudly and proudly, sugar. Where are my matches? I need my matches, because that is not... Can I light it with this? Let's see. Let's see if we can get a flame on here. I mean, kind of, sort of, but it ain't gonna do what I needed to do. Nah, I need my matches. Do you have my matches? Don't be winking at me. All you doing is telling me you ain't got them. Hold on, let me go get my matches. All right. Interesting. My matches are nowhere to be found. But there's always more than one way to skin a cat. Problem child, right on schedule. Hello, DJ. So that's what we gonna do. I mean, it's still, it's still got a little flame in it. But it's gonna take entirely too long to light that. You need to talk to me ASAP. Oh, I know y'all lying. Look at this here. I can't make this shit up. Do I not need to set fire today? Okay, well, I'm gonna do it this way. Just so I can get a little flame on it. Oh, something. Okay, so it wasn't me. Alright. and don't want me to light some fire in here. That's alright. Interesting tonight. Okay. Now, baby, you. Okay, well, right now I am live, so by all means, talk. But again, I am not a therapist. I'm not a psychiatrist or anything like that. So just let you know now. There are limitations as to what I can help with legally. Let me do a little once around here. I'll be on for at least an hour. Tonight's not gonna be a long night. I mean, I honestly still didn't want to come in here, so we're gonna sage around a little bit. Okay, here's the thing, Fawn. If you're trying to have like some type of powwow session, understand you would have to book a session. Like, I'm not here to just be talking and blowing my breath around. Like, you would honestly have to book a session. Like, ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that. I love y'all dearly, but y'all not about to eat up my time without paying me. Yep, let me go around a little bit. I know it, but that means it's good for you, my dog child. And if you sneezing, it should be too, whatever it is. That mean it's getting good to you over there. Yeah, we got a nice fire in there now. All right. DJ, what you got going on over there? I know Mama going a little heavy with the sage tonight, but whew, just need it, my dear. Just tackle me things. Welcome, welcome, sugar. Logan, how y'all doing? DJ, that's an entire lie, and you are just that's not your strong suit, baby. Oh well, by all means, welcome. Ask your questions if you would like, or stay tuned because someone's probably gonna get yelled at. Oh yeah, now that's a different feeling there. All right. Whew. Mm. Uh, DJ. Yep, you right on time. Takumi. My problem child wants to get yelled at. In this 24-hour reading with me. All right, I got you. So basically, you want a general. Got it. DJ, do Trent like you? Yes, child. With you and your Holodex. My God. Um, so general for you. Let's see what's going on with Takumi. He or she is gonna be one of my good children because I have enough problem children. Mm-hmm. Okay, man. Well, happy early Christmas, early holidays, and all that. I don't like how you asking that question, DJ. How he feel? That sounds like some other shit. Anyway, Takumi, you got the page of wands inverted. Now, on one hand, this means you have not learned a new way of thinking, a new way of processing things. On the other hand, you might be the reason he got caught. Or, no, you might be the reason he got away with it. So, basically, story time. This gentleman here committed the perfect crime. Okay? Perfect crime was he committed offside. Okay? He offed somebody. And when he offed them, no one knew that he had offed them. Not only did they not know he had offed them, they thought it was natural causes. He was like, wow, y'all are stupid. Or I'm brilliant. Either way, I'm out on top. He had an ego, though, because it was so good. It was so cleanly done that he was pissed off because now he's like, y'all don't even know that y'all got a murder. So his ego, his pride got the better of him, and he just had to get his recognition. So he then proceeds to tell them what he did and how he did, and they got locked up. With this being inverted, don't do that, okay? If you committed the perfect crime is the crime that nobody knows was even committed, okay? Don't tell, no, if you done got away with it, shut your mouth. Don't say nothing else to nobody. You got the two of swords inverted. You see me one of them hard-headed cases. Because this would be someone showing you the truth and you're saying, I don't see it. What truth? Especially if it's not what you want. If it's not a truth that you... It's not a crime thing, sugar. It's not a crime thing. It's literally just, if there is something that you have gotten away with that nobody knows, keep it that way. This is saying, if somebody showed you someone's true character, like let's say you like somebody. Everybody, they mama, they grandmama, they ancestors have told you this person is no fucking good. Ain't no reason for you to even want to entertain them. Okay? But you gonna stick it out anyway. They done beat you, they done slammed you in the walls and everything, but you still like, but they have a good heart. Yeah, that can go in someone else's body because they are a donor. Don't let optimism get the better of you, okay? If it looked like a snake, It hissed like a snake and got fangs like a snake. Don't call it no damn worm. You got the Empress upright. The Empress is all about knowing your secrets and your mysteries. The known knowns, the known unknowns, and the unknown unknowns. This can be committing or staying true to cycles. So this card is a very feminine card. Now, on one end, the Empress is all about feminine energy, feminine ruling. Not ruling as a man would, which is with logic and everything. What's up, Gerald? But ruling the way a woman would. With a bit more emotion, a bit more feeling, a bit more softness in your delivery. And then the world is inverted. It's just a run of bad luck. It's just a run of bad luck. And this is all for tomorrow, honey. Well, that's your general. I can't say it's all for tomorrow. I'll just say that's your general. But no, it ain't got nothing to do with you committing no crime. It's literally just saying you don't have to tell everybody the shit you done got away with. If you done got away with something, or if you feel like you're not acknowledged for certain things may not need to be acknowledged. DJ, the boy like you. Let's leave it at that. And my skin breaking out. I'm like, what is going on? Then I think I figured it out. I think I know why I was so irritated in here yesterday. So, I told y'all how I decided to be better about, like, going back to my old routine, at least trying to get back in my old routine. I did not realize how hard on a viable topic Artemis 1 is returning home to Earth. I have absolutely no idea who or what that is. I know who the goddess Artemis is, but I have no idea what Artemis 1 is. But, yeah, so I think I figured out, which would also explain why my skin is breaking out. Artemis 1 is the moon mission of NASA. I should probably pay more attention to NASA, because I didn't even know they did another launch. But I decided to get back into schedules and routines and stuff. So I decided one thing I could try to start doing was going back to what I was doing before and cooking. Latest moon mission since Apollo 17. Nice. Funny that they named it Artemis. Yvette, what's going on, sugar? So one thing I did do, like I got my elliptical. I told you I moved my workout stuff in here. You know, I got my protein balls, shakes, smoothies, all that, which is, I'm drinking now. So I was gonna get back on track. I'm trying to get into the habit of not eating so late and all this kind of shit. So I have been doing this since the 1st of this month. I have not eaten fast food since maybe the 30th. We'll say last month, sometime last month. In last month. Let's say the 30th. And all I did was eat, like, whatever I cooked at home, which was my pot roast and the turkey and all that kind of stuff. And then, yeah, I know Artemis is Apollo's twin sister. Which is funny as shit, so I wonder if they're going to try to do Artemis 17. 17 Apollos? I think it's 17 of them. So I wonder if they're going to do 17 Artemises. This is even more funny. My kids must be coming very, very quickly. Because there's no reason for that to have happened. But anyway, and I forgot that when you start cutting down on carbs and shit again, now mind you, I haven't really cut down on carbs because I went out and bought a whole bunch of chips and shit. But I haven't had a taste for them. I really wanted the salt and vinegar ones. But when you cut carbs, like if you cut sugar in general, that's one thing. But carbs is hard because carbs turn into sugar. Your body goes through, and it was day 5. Yesterday would have been day fucking 5. And I was I was that level of irritated. Now imagine me 2-3 years ago when I did no sugar and no carbs cold turkey. That's what was wrong, and that's actually what's wrong now because my body is fiending for, and it's funny because it's not really fiending for sweets. I haven't really been hungry, but that's another issue I need to make sure I keep on top of that. I'm not really hungry. But I think it's the carbs. I think it's because I done cut all them carbs out. But it makes sense because my face, my skin, everything is purging right now. They want to land the first woman and the next man on the moon. Nice. I ain't going up there. Mm-mm. Walking in big places, my preferred exercise. Doesn't ever get fat. I mean, let's like this. The United States was not built to be walkable, which sucks. I get if you don't make highways walkable. The highway is never walkable. But cities, towns, anything like that should be walking distance. Right now, the only thing, now there's a little strip down here that I've honestly never eaten at. I've never eaten at any of the restaurants down here. And I probably should actually start trying some of these restaurants out because shit, it might be some good shit there. But as far as like known restaurants, no, not Las Vegas. Baby, I wish. Otherwise, baby, all I do would be walking. But the closest thing I have here is a Wendy's, Taco Bell, Burger King, McDonald's, and Chick-fil-A. But what would be considered walking distance? I don't know because I feel like if I started walking to I'm trying to info about certain past Las Vegas hotels if you want to know. The past of certain hotels do tell. But I think if I tried to walk to any of those, they would probably be a 20-minute walk. I think it's like a 20-minute walk for me. I mean, on one end, that's not bad. That's like good exercise. But from someone who's always driving, walking past 5 minutes is just like, no. So I'm trying to get myself in the habit of getting back into a habit. Yeah, get in the habit of getting back into a habit. Remind me to take some chicken out too. Yeah, I'm gonna do chicken. Do I want to do chicken or do I want to do fish? Christian Las Vegas, so they implode small hotels to make room for the new. What? The Stardust Hotel was imploded in 2007 to make room for what's called the Echelon Hotel Project. It was canceled, bought, finished, and is finally open at Resorts World. There's a place in Vegas I want to go. And maybe you can tell me about it. All I know is that it is a hotel and it is completely from in and out, inside and out, and all around it. It is Greek mythology. They got the statues. The ceiling is painted. I forgot what it's painted like, but it's like a sky. And it kind of, I don't think it ever really gets dark there. I think they kind of keep it at like twilight settings. But if it is so pretty in the pictures, I so want to go to it. I don't know. I don't think it's the MGM hotel though. I don't think it's that one. Oh, okay. I think it's back in the early '90s when the Dunes Hotel was imploded. So is this? Well, now I can't say if this is like what they did to Turner Field, because they destroyed the old Turner Field back in the '90s to make the new Turner Field, but they didn't build it in the same spot. They literally built it across the street. Oh, these are cute. Raina, what's going on, sugar? Why was I about to tell you Happy Easter? What the hell you got going on? Mansoor, how are you? I'm on random tidbits if like that sounds. I mean, it's good to know. I always me and my homeboy say we have a lot of what is it, useless information, and I'm like, yeah, it's useless until you need it. Jojo, you didn't have to come in here right at my throat, sir. I'm eating now. I'm drinking a protein shake. I killed my pot roast off earlier. And how Top Gun practically inspired the Ace Combat franchise. I believe that. Now that I believe. Oh, and for y'all who like saging, I mentioned this the last time I saged my entire house. Did y'all know bugs? A lot of bugs don't like the smell of sage. And I keep forgetting to do it, and I need to get into the habit of doing it like once a month. Oh. So like, and I was looking this shit up. I told y'all when it starts raining and it get like right now we have fog outside. Like it looks like the fucking movie The Mist. Okay, the fog, the mist. There's two of them. It looks like that movie. And roaches, spiders, stank bugs, all them other creepy crawlies. This is when they start seeking out shelter and warmth. And this house is mighty sheltery and mighty warm. They do not like the smell of sage. Now I don't know if this will work if you have like the little spray. I don't know if little spritz will do it. But I know if you burn some sage, bugs don't like that. Who's just giving y'all a little tidbit, little heads up. So my thing is, if you go around a place that got a lot of bugs, mm, what's she getting fired for? Is your fiance gonna get fired from her current job? Oh damn! Is that an eyeball? Ah, oh, that's the bird. Okay. Um, yeah. And this is the Hierophant, meaning it's not legal what he's doing, but it is like the law of the land that's in place. Basically, he made some rules and he's going to use those rules to his advantage. She might want to start documenting. I don't know if she had already started documenting, but she need to document some shit. Everything she do, like interact with him, do it through email or via text or something. Keep it real short, real simple. Starry Crisis, how are you, honey? And welcome. Has my friend lost her phone forever? Yep. Will she find it in time? Yes and no. It sounds like her phone is lost, or rather, the information on it is lost. Either way, it's something. Did she drop it in some water? Can I tell her she should have hope? I mean, I wouldn't advise you to do that. That's not something I would advise you to do. I will say by this because your answer, and I never do multiple questions like that. So consider me being in a good mood. Sorry. Um. Yes, her phone is lost. Will she find it? She will find it, but it looks like it's either gonna be damaged beyond repair. Honestly, the first thing I'm thinking is that it's gonna be cut down the middle. That's what I'm thinking. That it's gonna be broken down the middle or something. Sugar, well, how you doing and what you trying to ask me? It looks like it's gonna be damaged. Very damaged. And if she get it back, it might be wiped clean, but you never know. Okay. No problem, sugar. I didn't think that would be good news, but I'm happy you're happy. When will she get fired? Would it be by the end of this year? Which would be cruel if he. Oh, it looked like he gonna try to do it by the end of this year. It looks like he's already putting the shit in. It looks like he's already trying to. It looks like he's trying to fire her by the end of the year. Oh, that's cold blooded as fuck. Okay, well, thank you, sugar. What is that? Mama do? Thank you very much. Think y'all got a cold. Sound like you got a cold, mama. And you too, papa. Need to go buy y'all some peppermint to open your sinuses up. It looks like by the end of the year, JoJo. How long have I been reading cards? Over 10 years. Actually, right now it's closer to 16. Let me think. How old am I? Damn, it's shit. It's been almost 16, 17 years, something like that. But it's been over 10 years, so that's easier for me to remember. Will she find a better job that pays more? Yeah, she will. Yeah, cards were, I think, the last thing I got introduced to. I did pendulums. Still got my. Did I say my pendulum? I have a pendulum. This one, when I say it's special, and I keep it with my other crystals and stuff. That one literally found me. It was a spiritual store that I like to go to. Message from your spirit guide. Okay. The spirit store that I like to go to, and I kept circling back to this one wall. Now, normally I say where the incense are and the different crystals and stuff. There's one wall that they had my whole fucking attention, and I kept looking at this one. It was really supposed to be a necklace, and I went to this wall and I kept looking at it, and I decided I was gonna pick up this one thing. I was talking to the shop owners too. And when I went over and something like literally I had my hand out like this to kind of hold the pendulum part, and it dropped off right in my hand. And I looked at them, I said, so they said 50% off. Cool. So he is in there because that one is definitely a boy. Message from your spirit guides. The overall message is don't worry of it. You got the Empress inverted. You might have been a little soft for a little too long. And honestly, there are certain things that an Empress does that an Emperor doesn't, just like vice versa. For this, I would say more so, this is not your job. This is not for you. This particular situation, this is for the Emperor to step in. This ain't got nothing to do with you. This is for you to sit to the side and let him handle it. Knight of Pentacles is upright. Do whatever you can. Do whatever feels good to you. Do whatever is going to benefit you. Don't hurt nobody, but whatever's good for you, make sure you do it. Six of Pentacles is inverted. You might be a little bit off balance, and this might be financially. And then the Nine of Swords is inverted. Even if you are off balance, literally you have nothing to worry about. There's nothing to stress about. Let's put it like that. Should you go back to school? Speaking of school, have they cleared debt yet? Not right now. My creatures. That's what those make you do? Of course. Okay. Stop licking. No problem, sugar. That's that little spot there. Look at the sides twitch. Get down. Get down, mama. No, get down. Girl, they so spoiled. like to just tell it what it is. The other one here too, and he's just a spoiled. And especially the third one, she is. What is this on you? She is with my mom being just as spoiled. Ma'am, cut it out. Stop it. What can I? Stop it. What can I expect from the rest of my academic year at college? My fiance asks. Okay, hold on. Give me just a second. What you can expect for the rest of your academic year? Whoo! Five of Wands is upright. The best way I can say it is protect what you love. Okay? If you love your academic career, burn anything down that gets in the way of it. That's what he did. Someone attacked the person that he loved, and it wasn't even that they physically hurt her, they spat in her face, and he lit them on fire. Go to the fucking max for your shit. Six of Swords is inverted. You're gonna be worried. You're gonna be stressed. You're gonna be afraid of the future. You may feel like your degree is not worth what it's supposed to be when you're leaving out, with the way the world is. Then after that, you get out, you realize like it's supposed to be easy. Like once you have a degree, jobs are supposed to fall in your lap, and it's not always the case. It's very rarely that jobs fall in your lap just because you have a degree. So you're gonna be a little fearful of the thing that's to come next. But that's what you're supposed to be. Like academic career, like you're supposed to be a little worried about tests and stuff. The Empress is inverted. Again, this Empress is staying inverted for some reason. It's okay not to be in control. Okay? This is not something you will always have control of. You can have control over the way you study. You can have control over how you take a test. You cannot control the answers. Now, unless somebody's just doing some shit sideways, document your shit. That's first off, document. And then the world is inverted. You're gonna feel your world turn upside fucking down. Everybody goes through it, especially when they're in college. They go in with one degree and come out with another. I should know because my first degree was I was a business major with a concentration in finance. Well, I was a dual major, business and finance. And they fucked up when they told me that, yeah, the stuff we're teaching you now, it's not going to be relevant next year. Deuces, I'm not about to waste my time on it. My fiance asked, will they end up firing the person that will fire her? No. Unless she can prove this motherfucker, and I mean can prove, baby. She gotta have some paperwork, some documentation, something to prove that this motherfucker ain't worth shit. No problem, sorry. No problem, sugar. By all means, document. Documentation could be your best friend or your worst enemy. Worldly, what's up? all these fucking things coming from in this damn email? Anyway. Oh shit! What the fuck was that? Apparently somebody want me to tell you, hey, Rolly. Mm. Snatch that hay right on out my damn throat. Will you go to prison? JoJo. Make sure I didn't drop my cards all the way. Hell, even my cards were shook on that one. JoJo, what the hell are you going to prison for? But I mean, that's your woman, so by all means, burn the motherfucker down fucking with her. I understand it. Will you go to prison? Nope. Oh, let me turn this heat up a little bit. JoJo say he going to the mattresses. Just want to make sure I have a dark feeling coming over me. I want to know if jail was my future. No. Well, yeah, it's about prison. What are people saying about you? Lord, you sound like one of my other problem children. I always worried about what other people think about you, what people saying about you. My question is, sir, what I'm not about to sit here and do, I am not answering that. I can neither confirm nor deny any knowledge of any misdoings or misgivings or wrongdoings or anything like that. I cannot in good faith answer that question, JoJo. But Starry, why are you worrying about what people think about you? I mean, I don't know. And they ain't gonna sit here and pull my tapes one day and be like, Madam, you read that he was gonna do something. He was gonna get away with it or not get away with it. That's not what I did. Mm-mm. Because I'm insecure and I've had people I trust to treat me bad behind my back before. Then what that is doing is teaching you better who to keep around you. See, my thing is, and I get that everybody didn't grow up like me. Okay? I get that. What I will say is when you are very secure in who you are, first off, that's the first thing we need to be. We need you to be secure with who you are. Are you secure with who you are? Sorry? Okay. So we will start there. Let me tell you how secure I am with me. There's nothing anybody can tell me about me that I don't know. And if they tell me something that I don't know, obviously it's a lie. MadamShadO's a bad person. That's news to me, so obviously it's a lie. MadamShadO is sexy as hell. Well, I know that, sugar. MadamShadO can pull anything and anybody she wants. That's not news. I know this. MadamShadO is a vegetarian. That's news to me. I'll tell pig ass up. The level of secure I have with myself, weight is not an issue to me as much as it used to be. I used to be big about weight. I used to say so long. I don't care what the scale says, so long as I had a certain type of figure. I don't care about that. You know why? You know the real reason I want to start working out, which is why I'm going to start working out. I want to be able to outrun any fucking killer that I could come across. At least run fast enough and long enough to not get winded and to trip somebody else. Baby doll, when I say I'm secure, if you saw me on Twitch, right here, y'all can't really see it. Let me see. I'm up here with all kind of pimple patches on my face right now because my skin is breaking out. Or purging, because that's what it's doing, it's purging. Normal people wouldn't go out like this. Normal people wouldn't be on camera like this because they gotta look good at all times. They gotta be, when you go on camera, lights, camera, action. You're supposed to look good. Okay? Even the celebrities, if you see the Kim Kardashians, and hell, that's the only one that I know be going live all the fucking time. But when you look at their lives and shit, you see what they look like behind closed doors, behind the scenes. It's like, oh, they look so cute even though they comfortable. Baby, I look like a hobo when I'm comfortable, okay? Hobo with a B. Okay? There is no one you need to impress. And when I say that, and I mean this in a different way, like, if you're going to work or something, you're trying to impress your boss or you're trying to impress somebody you like, that's a different type of impression. It is not a forever impression. Okay? Because a lot of people's first impression of me is not their final impression of me. Yes, the first impression counts to get the conversation going. But this is why I tell people you need to conversate. You need to communicate with each other because you never know what kind of person you're actually talking to. When people meet me at work, sweet as can be. Just lovely person. Just all around light, bright, happy person. I say, baby, you seeing this because I am clocked in. Okay, this is clock in personality. When I walk out this door, when I go hit that time clock, don't talk to me. I'm only going to be nice for so long. I got things to do and things to take care of now. So don't worry about what people think about you. Do you think you are a good person? Let's start there. It's a very good way to look at yourself. Yeah, of course. I hope I get better with that in my future. I need to stop caring so much. It's not even not caring. It's not that. Do I care about what other people think? I used to. But you know what happened? The way I feel about me, the way I care about me, outweighs anybody's impression of me. The only person who is with me 24/7, 365, 366 on the leap year is this person here. I know what I have and have not done. It took, and let me tell you how I got here, and maybe I can impart some wisdom on you. I'm sitting here saying this like I'm just old and in a rocking chair. But let me impart some wisdom, honey. I dated a guy for 10 years. Trying my best to prove what a good woman I was. trying my best to show, hey, you have a good woman here. Why are you out there chasing after this and that? Why don't you lock me down? Because there are plenty of men out there. And see, this is the thing. I knew my worth even when I didn't know my worth. I'm like, there's plenty of men out there. And hell, I got accosted by some women. At my job, I used to do security. It was 2 whole studs there that was itching to be mine. Was just waiting for me to go ahead and say, I want to toe that line a little bit, dip my toe in the water. I knew back then that I was worth more than my weight in gold. He couldn't see it. And that's the person I cared about. That's who I wanted. That's who I wanted to be with. That's who I was in love with. My mama didn't like him. I don't think too many of my people who really knew him liked him. But I wanted him so much that I was like, I got to make him see. Because it went from me just liking him to me needing to prove. And then, hell, I got tired one day. One of my friends from school sat me down and then actually pointed out the shit that I was doing. She was like, you look like a damn fool. Now, it wasn't something I wanted to hear, and I fought against her tooth and damn nail. We still friends to this day. But only a true friend is going to call you out on your bullshit and your foolishness. Now, with him, all his homeboys had been trying to talk to me. And baby, I'm at my biggest weight right now, but I wasn't too far from this weight when all his homeboys were trying to talk to me. I think I might have been 30 pounds lighter. Every last one of them was trying to talk to me. To this day, I still get hit up by some of them. Guess where they go? Message request, not seen, unread. Ain't got time for that. Now, if me being in my just young and dumb phase, it's young and dumb, could understand that there are people out there who want me and know that I'm a good person. Because guess what? At work, you couldn't tell nobody at work about me shit. When it came to my work ethic, if somebody sat here and said I was sleeping on the job, if somebody said I didn't come in, guess what? They're going to look at them like they're crazy. They said, not Madam. Madam here every time she's scheduled, she here. And if she ain't here, she must not be scheduled. And if you scheduled her and this would get it. I had a manager one time tried to schedule me on a day that I could not possibly work. And tried to fault me for it. And you know what they said? You must not have told her she had to work. That's how much my reputation precedes me. I'm not about to lie to nobody. I'm not going to say I will sugarcoat. I will tailor the message for the person. But I'm not about to sit here and lie to you. No, nobody's perfect. I tell everybody I am perfectly imperfect. And that's why I want to stay. Because if you are perfect, you cannot learn anymore. Perfection means you know every fucking thing out there, which is why a lot of people say God is perfect. That means there's nothing left for God to learn. I don't want that kind of life. That's a boring ass life. If there's not something I can learn every single day, I don't want that life. It gotta be something that I can learn. Even if I'm not motivated in that moment, it gotta be something I can learn. So if you know you're a good person, see, the thing is, you said you think. That's already a problem. I don't want you to think you're nothing. I want you to know what you are. I want you to know what kind of a good person you are. I want you to really look at your qualities. Me, what am I? I'm a good orator. I'm a good speaker. I give great advice. I'm a good person. Do I always want to talk to people? Hell no. Which is why I do this on my time. When I don't feel like talking and coming in here, I don't come in here. It's just that simple. When this starts to feel like an obligation, I don't want to do it anymore. This is me doing what I like doing, what I love to do. Now, Starry, I want you to know You're a good person. My mama's so silly. I want you to know you're a good person. Okay? My thing is, would you ever intentionally, now we not saying life or death, but do you hurt people just to hurt people? Do you hurt animals? Do you hurt children? No. I can't say you're a bad person. But yeah. Don't get caught up. See, here's the thing. If you are always worrying about what other people think about you, they will define who the fuck you are. Ain't nobody defining me. I was raised up by some strong ass people. Some very, very strong black women. You can't tell me who I am. They the ones who know. Hell, they raised me. Now they know what they put in me. They don't know, okay, now once you out there, you on your own, but they know what they put in me. They know what they instilled in me. They know what values and morals they bestowed upon me. It's part of my DNA now. Okay? Now you might not have had the best upbringing. You might have had the best upbringing. I don't know. I wasn't there. But if you feel like there was something lacking in your upbringing, guess what? You can do it now. If you feel like you didn't have enough affection when you were younger, you can start doing it now. If you feel like you were not heard enough, you were not listened to enough when you were younger, start now. Can't nobody write your story but you. And if somebody else is writing it, it ain't your story. It's a bibliography, not an autobiography. That means they got creative license. They can do some things here and there. They can speak on some shit that ain't to be spoke on. Control your life. I'm not dealing with my family. Especially not my brother. My brother's a fucking nuisance. What's going on, Lee? This damn maniac here. Not the giraffe. Not the Toys R Us giraffe. Well, yeah, sorry. You will be okay. Little bit by little bit. Because here's the thing. The moment I knew, not decided, not any of that, but the moment I knew, decision is different. Decision usually comes later. The moment I knew that I can't change people's fucking ideas, I can't change people's minds, that takes so much weight off of you. I promise you. The second you feel like you got to prove yourself over and over again, see, the proving is in the beginning part. Once you prove who you are, that's it. You shouldn't have to keep proving and proving and proving and proving and proving. Something wrong with that. So when I dated this boy, when I decided, well, when I knew, you always gonna think this. No matter what I do, no matter how good I am to you, no matter how sweet I am, no matter how nurturing and kind I am to you, you always gonna think this way. It's not gonna be enough that you wanna settle down. It's not for me. But the moment I knew was the moment, then that second moment is the moment I decided to walk away. I ain't got time for somebody who always wants me to fit in their story. No. You need to figure out how you fit in mine. Because only I can allow you in it. Now, I tell you one thing. When it came to work, I had a girl spray a whole, when I say it was a whole lie, I mean, this was a lie that I was shocked about, because when it got told to me, the person who came to me was my manager. Now, mind you, this is work. The one problem with this particular job, everybody was friends. I can't stand that shit. I'm here to work, collect a paycheck, and go home. That's it. Okay? Now, everybody here done got buddy and all this kind of shit. And the manager didn't know much about me because I had recently started working there. This was a couple months into it. Got the job because, dude, I dated. I came in there. When I say they used to get reports on me, they were good reports, because they were frequently being called saying, hey, this your officer not letting us in. You don't have a badge. You don't have a wristband. You got nothing. How am I supposed to know? Go ahead and call my manager, because they're going to tell you the same thing. Now, if they walk you on property, they walk you on property, but you ain't coming through this door. So, seeing how I was on a daily basis at all fucking times, my manager got to know me a little bit, and she finally came to me. She said, look, because something ain't making sense to me. Now, I'm hearing this story. She said, but I know, like, I don't know you, but I know a little bit about you. I done hung out with you enough. She's like, that don't sound like you. I'm so glad you are smart enough to realize that. That don't sound like you. Why is this? I said, do you want me to tell you why this story is going around? Because I can't tell you that. I said, do you want me to tell you what happened? Because I can tell you that. And then I told her what happened. She said, now that sounds like you. Hell yeah, it sounds like me. I'm the one telling it to you. Yeah. It's definitely going to sound like me, because I'm telling you. Yes. So where they getting this from? Bitter bitch. That's all I got. Know yourself. Be very secure in who you are. That was always one thing about me. You couldn't tell me one thing, and it will always bug me to my fucking core. Don't sit here and lie to or on me. Don't do that. Because when you get to trying to tell shit that ain't true, now I got to look at you sideways. Be sure. Be secure about you. Who the fuck cares what other people think? My thing is this. You ain't got to like me to respect me. You got plenty of motherfuckers that couldn't stand Hitler's ass, but I guarantee there was respect there. You got plenty of people who couldn't stand, Attila the Hun. There was respect there. You got people who couldn't stand Barack Obama. There's respect. You ain't gotta like a person to respect them. At all. Remember that. I try my best not to let little silly shit affect different parts. Like, at work, the girl who was starting the lie was one of the supervisors. She was over me one night. She absolutely refused to answer the radio when I called. She was a supervisor. You have no choice. You don't get to just walk around with a chip on your shoulder. You're the night supervisor. You have to answer. It was so bad. Now, mind you, this wasn't like I was somewhere where you couldn't reach the radio. No, you heard it. You heard it very clearly. I watched you hear it. It was so bad that the fucking manager had to step in and say, hey, don't you hear your officer calling you? Go ahead, madam. And instead of letting her salty ass, nasty ass, sour tooth attitude get to me, I said, yeah, this is what happened. This is what I need. This is what's going on. Because it was something she had to come and do. So when the people are sitting here waiting, mind you, this was not our company. We did security for the building. The people who ran the show had their own people. This is the guy over the fucking show. I don't know him. I can't let you on this floor, sir. You forgot your badge on one of the carts in here. I can't help you with that. You can't come in here. We tried to get this girl on the radio for a good 20 minutes. She wouldn't answer. I finally, when my manager actually called, I said, yeah, I got this guy over here who says he's the manager. He needs to get into a room or a door, whatever the fuck it was. I can't let him in because I don't know who he is. He says, y'all know him. Y'all gonna have to come up here and check about him. Guess who had to come up there? And she didn't come by herself. She would not walk over there where I was. She sent the other girl who she was with to go check it out. And she watched from a distance. Now, you got to be a salty motherfucker to not do your damn job. Ain't nobody gonna stop me from doing my job. You gonna let somebody make you look bad by doing their job. You gonna let somebody else make you look horrible, and you the one who's supposed to be over them. You gonna let them make you look bad by being a good officer, and you can't even be an okay manager or a supervisor. I don't have that kind of patience. You not about to fuck with my money, my family, my food, and my money. Those things you don't fuck with. You alright, Star. You will get there. And it's gonna happen in a way that you probably won't even realize. You'll be like, somebody gonna come up to you saying some off the wall shit, and you just be like, what that got to do with me? Did I tell you that? No. What it got to do with me then? Because if it didn't come from this horse's mouth, I want to hear it. When you and your manager at your new job get along, will you and your manager and supervisor at the new job get along? That's so. Oh. It actually looks like it's a good goddamn thing. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all get along, and it's apparently this is some good luck there because baby, that looks like it puts you in a different I won't say like pay bracket or tax bracket or something, but it's a good business opportunity. I really can't stand short nails. When I say I can't stand short, I cut my nails down because I was just sure I was going to start taking them off, and I didn't. But I really don't like short nails. I'm going to leave them all, let them grow out some. And my supervisor is black, and she already gave me a nickname. Well, you in there. You know, black folk only give nicknames for people they like and people they hate. And it depends on the type of nickname. Okay, I said I was making tonight short. So some fancy your reaches that thing. No problem, sugar. No problem at all. Make sure she documents. and find out, fiance. Fiance, I want you to find out whether or not your state is a one party state. When I say one party, I mean the fuck? When I say one party, I mean if you were recording something, is your state the type of state that says only one person needs to consent to the recording and it could be the person who's actually doing the recording? Find that out. Record no matter what, but find that out. Oh, well, shit. By all means, look here. Just just look out for the madam when y'all become rich and famous, riding around in your Bentleys and Maseratis and Rolls Royces. Mommy, ask y'all a question. You got about 2.5 minutes left. I gotta keep it short today. Said the werewolf. Why is he called the werewolf? Oh, because you were right. It feels like a during false pretense. Might be. Feels like a firing on false pretense. It probably is. But that's why I say document. Because if it is, you go to that nice little EEOC. What got you so caught up? You okay? Anything I need to know about? Anyone I need to know about? Is anything in here? The EEOC? Oh, just Google it. Just Google it. Oh, yes, I know. Get there. Look, look up the EEOC. Depending on what type of work she do, look up OSHA, OSHA. I mean, you could look up the BBB, the Better Business Bureau, but I done heard too many talks about how people get, and I've had to experience my damn self of how the EEOC looks after the people who pay them. Not EEOC, the BBB. I think the EEOC has lawyers. No, you're gonna make me look this up. Yeah, that's exactly what I've heard. And you know what? I've had two businesses that I went to the BBB about, and I was warned about one of them. Yeah, I ain't got no problem saying it now. It's Nissan something, the finance company, because they fucked up the financing thing on one of my cars, and this was years ago. This was back in shit. I was in college, but they yeah, I went to the BBB about now. Literally stated the case. Know what happened? No, this wasn't for Nissan. This was for the school I went to. And I told them what all was going on and what happened. I still got the printout to this day. You know what they did? They sat here, let the school give their response, and then close the case. I said no, open it back up because because they tried to say that I was a disgruntled student who was mad because I flunked out. I said no, baby. I've been a straight A student in this college. Y'all have me train your students. If I'm such a bad fucking stupid student, why do y'all have me as a tutor? How is it that I've had, and I'm pretty much the only one in my level right now that's basically ready to go ahead and take the official test? So they wrote it off. They said it's something I'm gonna have to take up with the school. You don't tell a witch that. You don't tell someone spiritually, magically inclined some shit like that. Because guess what? I went every fucking way. Remember how I told you burn that motherfucker down for somebody fucking with her? I burned that bitch down. Not literally burned it, so nobody could say, "Oh my God, she's an arson." No, I went on every fucking news station, and I sent letters to every fucking news station. I went to their accreditation committee, spoke to them. I went to not just EEOC because I was an employee of theirs. I also went to who is it? Um, damn it, it's a business commission. It's like the trading something like goods and services like that gets traded. I forgot their name. I went to them. I got all the emails, all the paperwork, all the back and forth. They tried, and most likely they paid them too, because the dude who's supposed to be looking at the case tried to stonewall me, saying some, "Oh well, you didn't answer this, so I closed the case." I said, "When did you give me an answer? You have my phone number. I call you every fucking day telling you what's going on. You tell me you sent something to my house and you didn't inform me that something was getting sent." I said, "Well, if it was that important, obviously you would have sent it by certified mail, so show me the paperwork." Well, I have it, but it doesn't. Okay, show me. Show me what this is. I want to see it. And the certified mail thing that he showed me, I said, "Sir, that's not the date that you said. That's not even specifying what it is. All it's saying is you sent something to my house. And why do you have the fucking receipt?" That's not how that works. That green part that go on that paper, that ain't how that works. I didn't get through with him either. Know what happened to that school that I found out? I stopped going to that school. Like, literally, I stopped going. It wasn't that I graduated anything. When I found out that I didn't need that school because I was a court reporter. Well, I went to school for court reporting. I was a voice writer. When I found out I didn't need to officially go to school to do it and I can learn on my own, I stopped going. That last semester there in 2017, let me tell you what they did. I had already planned on stopping. Okay? I had already planned on not continuing education with them. I get a fucking letter. This was over what would be considered summer break. From the school telling me that they have dropped me from the calendar. The next quarter or semester hadn't even started yet. They sent me a letter saying they had dropped me. Wasn't no, oh, you're on probation. Wasn't no warning. They said they dropped me. I said, on what grounds? Oh, well, your grades are slipping. No, your grades have slipped. Some bullshit like that. I said, well, wouldn't a school seeing their highest ranking student be trying to work with that student if they thought something was wrong? Wouldn't y'all have called me in for some meetings or something to try to assess the situation? I still have the recordings from when I had to speak to them. They didn't like when I came in there with documentation for them to sign. In fact, the person who was the president, or no, not president, the dean, the principal of the school, she didn't like it. I had everything all set out ready. I gave her the sign and she just like say, yeah, this just make sure everyone signs in to say that they've been here. She took my paper and threw it across the table. Oh. Says, let's just get this meeting over with. Okay. All of this shit gotta come to a head. And this was before they sent me the letter saying they dropped me from the school. That was in 2017. This is what, 2022? I want to say 2 years ago, that school got shut down. Kill surprise. I think everything was all well and good. They paid off a lot of people because their accreditation people. See, that school has a public record, and when they get accredited, and when they're about to have audits and all that kind of stuff, it's public record too. But they try not to warn people before they go to audit them. I happen to went to their accreditation people. I think it was called AOC or something like that. And I laid out on the line everything that was going on. From the refurbished laptops to them sitting here using credentials that's not theirs. To them telling the government. Now this is what I think everything went south on them. This is what I think. I'm going to tell you what I think. This school had been paying shit off. Now, mind you, this school had been sold. This was the second owner to own this school. Now, before this owner, everybody at that school was top. That was the school to go to become a court reporter. That's the school you went to. The original owner sells the school to this new guy. So I have to look up some shit. Because something ain't right. Something funny in the water. I go look at him up. Your college up north has been in the news. Has had plenty of lawsuits claiming for misappropriation of funds. Students saying they're not getting proper education. Saying that they have used computers. We were supposed to be getting computers of a certain speed and everything to keep up with the things we have to use. These computers can't do it. The memory is low, the speed is low, everything is small. But yeah, what you told us we were paying for. And then on top of that, they double dipped in the refunds because I said I was going to use my refund to pay for my laptop. What I didn't know until after was that it was already written, because I went and pulled my documents from financial aid, that they had already written off that into the tuition. Any type of equipment was already, it was like a big amount that was already allotted to that. All they had to do was pull from it. So you stole my refund too. Now I think everything was okay and cool. They could brush all this shit up under the rug until I said they stole from the government. They could make all this shit disappear with a phone call or a greased palm until I told Uncle Sam, this school's stealing from you. And Uncle Sam asked me, how you know? Because I'm one of the people that they done stole from. And see me, I'm small potatoes. I know you don't give a fuck about me, Uncle Sam. I know that. I don't matter to you, Uncle Sam. See, they stole like what, $2,000-$3,000 per semester in refund from me. I know that don't matter to you, Uncle Sam. But Uncle Sam, what I do want you to know is that while they sitting here stealing $2,000 and $3,000 from me, they stealing about $100,000 from you every semester. That get your attention. And Uncle Sam must have looked, because the next year, some shit was happening. I got calls all over the place saying, hey, you coming back? I don't want shit to do with that fucking school because it's gonna rot. It's gonna crumble. Y'all might as well start finding other schools to go to, because that school is not gonna last 5 years. What happens? I get a phone call saying there's some people in black up here. Well, ain't no aliens up there that I know of. Why would the man in black be there? Oh, the president of the school that came all the way down from up north to this school. Now, why would he do that? If it's a standard run-of-the-mill audit, why would he do that? Why would you leave your state up north to come all the way down here for an audit? And everybody running around like a chicken with his head cut off. Don't know where to go, what to do, who to turn to. Said them people went in there. Every office got turned out. Now, sometimes I tell y'all what, Karma is an amazing person to have on your side. And she lets you see shit from a safe distance always. Now, I would have loved to have been up in the front row center to see all this shit. But she saw fit to, let me go ahead and let you get some distance. Because when this shit hit the fan, it's going to go. Because your dean of the school already tried to fight her teacher. Because the teacher said she was leaving. This is how shit started spiraling real bad. The teacher left in the middle of the fucking semester. In the middle of the term. We were in her classroom. Okay? This is how much of a joke this fucking school became. We were in her classroom. She looked at us, grabbed her purse. Because what we noticed, like I said, her desk looked kind of empty. She didn't have her computer. She didn't have her equipment. Nothing. She had a purse. A person, I think it was in June. I think she had a purse and an umbrella, something like that. Baby, I don't know what the fuck happened, but we just know she told us she said she leaving. We gonna have a different teacher or some shit like that. It was like, what? Matter of fact, I don't even think she told us. I think we found out from another student. All I know is I decided I was gonna walk out because I need to go to the bathroom, and I see her and the principal at the fucking elevator, and the principal or dean is blocking the elevator, going the fuck off. Telling me, so where are you going? How are you just gonna leave in the middle of the semester? I wish I would have recorded it. See, they could have paid me to teach. I'd have taught them. Sometimes, baby, right when you think what you doing ain't nothing, right when you think you just a little cog in a wheel, that you know what you doing don't make a difference, you see just how far reaching you really are. Because the amount of no's and closed doors that I was running into to report this fucking blasphemous, this fraudulent school, I got no from everyone. I got no from the people who are supposed to be there to protect you. Their accreditation committee didn't want to talk to me at all. The other team, the other committee that was over them, didn't want to talk to me. The news stations turned me away. I never got any callbacks from them. Financial aid did nothing. Nothing. When I say I felt like I was being closed in every fucking way I turned, it was nothing. Nobody wanted to help me. And what I didn't know was because I had sent out so much documentation, because it was a thick packet. I sent out documentation to at least 9 committees, 9 teams, 9 organizations. Eventually, it was going to go somewhere. And eventually, word got up to the president. He came down there trying to fix shit. And by 2019-ish, 2020, no, I think about 2020, yeah, 19 or 20, that school was on its last leg and they shut it down. It is completely closed right now. I don't know what happened to them teachers. I don't know nothing. All I know is that school shut down. And yeah, I went to EEOC too. That was one of them. These are so cute. Any more questions before I get on out of here? All right. Six of Wands is inverted. This is not everyone. Well, one, not everyone enjoys your success, but this is more so on the person that's like, why him? Why he got this? Why I ain't got this? It's the person in the background looking at you, wondering why you're so blessed and they're not. This is a person who's too caught up in the lives of other people rather than trying to make their own shit work. You have the Four of Wands upright. This is honestly being divinely protected. If I go by this is Edgar Allan Poe's wife. I always want to put a V in her name, but it's not a V. It might be, but I don't know if your fiance has any, either a grandmother or mother, or maybe you have a grandmother or mother who has passed, but this is being divinely protected. And then the Empress upright, all I can think is mama's baby. You good. No matter what happens tomorrow, mama got you. Ooh, excuse me. And 1111. For those of you who believe, make a wish. Probably is your mom. But let me go ahead and also, is my best friend the person that's jealous of me? Yep. Alright, let me go ahead and get on out of here. Let me go ahead and wind down for the night and try to put myself on the schedule. So, we thank you for joining us in the shower gallery. The lights out, the doors are closed. The Hellpaws are gracious and gratefully escort you out the door and off the premises. Please do not trip on your way out. They do not care. They will catch you out like a bag of bones or runes. If you would like to book a private session, purchase a live pool, you already knew JoJo, or donate to me, the Hellpaw of the show in general, you may do so at my website, www.MadamShadO.com, or via PayPal or Cash App directly to MadamShadO. There is no W in Shad'O ever. If you put a W in Shad'O, not supposed to where your money goes or where your money ends up. As per usual, love me, like me, share, subscribe to me, turn your notifications on so you know when I go live. Join me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Big O, and TikTok. If you're on Big O, Bob is one of my tag loudly and proudly, sugar. Any energetic beings that are here that I extend an invitation to during this live. Matter of fact, any energetic being that I extend an invitation to, not even the ones that just here, but any of y'all that I extend an invitation to during this live, your permission has been rescinded and your invitation has been revoked. Okay. Your invitation has been rescinded, your permission has been revoked. That being said, any energetic beings that are here that are not welcome here, not signed to be here, not supposed to be here, you do not have to go home, but you do have to get the hell out of here and off of the premises. We thank you all. We will see y'all. It should be tomorrow night, but I'm not gonna swear by that because I feel like I'm gonna be doing some shit tomorrow. So we're gonna say tomorrow night, and let's hope for the best. And of course, stay tuned. In about 15 to 30 minutes, you will have your end of the day lesson on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. Everyone around me is having a bad time, but life is good for me. When you walk in your truth and you walk in your path and your purpose, shit tends to look very, very good for you. No matter how bad everybody else's shit is. It's almost like it's saying you can't touch what's protected. They shit is not your shit. Their troubles are not your troubles. You can be there for them, but everyone got their own storms to weather. So, we thank you for joining us in the Shadow Gallery. And as usual and always, take care now. But by then, and we will see y'all tomorrow, hopefully. Let's hope.